All right. Sorry, guys. I came right at the middle part. Welcome, everyone. Happy Sunday to everyone. And sorry, I'm a little bit rattled because I
Greetings,
was.
Sister Patience, and good to see you.
Hold on. Can you guys hear me or not?
I can hear you.
Okay. Welcome, everyone. As I said, I came in jumping a little
All
bit
right.
rattled. I was just
Sorry, I
talking
was
to
muted.
Dr. John, and then I almost lost track of time. But we're here now. So before we start, let's get ourselves all settled. Me, especially, I want to get myself settled. I will beg my brother, King Dr. Derek, if he can indulge us with our signature tune, In It to Win It. Anything we enter in life, we want to win. So, in it to win it, then we can go into our day. Thank you. Welcome, everyone.
We are here, shining bright into the future. We rise high with one heart and revolution, lifting up humanity as we rise, standing tall, hand in hand. We are the unicorn, we are the stars.
closing doors, please.
We need to win it. When I look at that, thank you, Dr. D. You see our journey. You see all that different topics, the people that have come and blessed us with knowledge, the people have come and get us our mind, what curiosity in our mind. We see all of that, and we're like, wow, we just thank God. We're in it to win it. We're here because we keep want to learn, we keep want to encourage each other, and want to keep our family relationship going. To be honest, right? Because when families stay for a long time, sometimes we're like, oh, but we don't want to be out of mind, it's out of sight. That's why we keep coming. That's why our sister platform is still there. That's why Dr. D and Queen Miriam are running Mindset on Monday. They're still there. That's why Deep Dive is still growing. The topic has come from every aspect of that we need. It's a complete whole suite of topics, holistic, from our minds, body and soul, our finances, education. And in this area of artificial intelligence, the topic today, I'm really curious. I want to see where Queen Kanla is taking this. Queen Kanla has always talked about biases, cultural this. That way, she's taking it to AI. This is a season of AI. So with AI finances, things are happening. We've had Dr. John came here and talked about the evolution of banking, and we see banking is going towards AI. And maybe we'll ask him to indulge us and really go into the AI and give us an example of AI finances that are out there. AI is happening. So we have to educate ourselves, have to use it the right way, the proper way. Because with every new thing, you can always use anything the right way or the wrong way. Anything in life. Even this tongue. They say the old book says the power of the tongue. Are you using your tongue the right way or the wrong way? Are you using it to bless or to curse? So we want to know things are changing. I know when I came here 25 years plus ago, there was no GPS, and my kids were playing soccer all over this country. We used to print that map, and before you leave the house, you basically memorize the major route, 287, 78. Then now, when you get into a city, okay, that's where now it start getting challenging now, right? Because they're left, right. And we have to read that map. Okay, we'll do left here. But now we put this thing that just talk to us. In half a mile, turn right. In half a mile, turn right. And who knows when GPS started? It was not that accurate. A lot of people will tell you that it told you have arrived. You are in a graveyard, in a forest. It was not as accurate. But it never. Somebody say never lost, but it will eventually take you there. When you say, and this is where I want to go, he'll recalculate. He'll say, I will recalculate it, rerouting. It is getting precise now that I open my phone. It will say home. Are you going home? If I'm not in my house, I'm like, this is not right. I'm trying to not let go know what my home address is, but my phone, you pick it up, you tell me home, and I look at this, is my home address. I did not put it there. This is the season that we are. This is the era that we are. I know you didn't come here for me to gap, so let's go our usual way before we go to the main topic of today. As I said, I don't know where Queen Kanla is taking this. I'm looking forward to hear. Let me ask my dear sister Yvonne, to come and get our mind ready so that when this topic comes.
Okay, sister. It's for me. It's a long one today, so I better hurry up because I'm anxious, eager to also hear what Queen Kanla is bringing us today. So let's go. Unless you have something to say, Queen Kanla, but
No. Go ahead, Queen Yvonne.
all right, all right. So, so as usual, we want to say greetings to everyone and blessed Sunday to us all because it is always a privilege to gather here on this platform, whether you're joining from your living room, your office, or somewhere halfway across the globe. Thank you for making the time to be here with us. We appreciate that. As always, of course, we begin by giving God all the glory for his goodness, his protection, and his faithful provision. Every day we wake up is another reminder that his grace has already gone ahead of us. Queen Kanla or whoever, can you take me off the big picture? I can't focus like that, sorry. I can't do it. Anyway, so this little session is called The Sacred Design of a Detour. and I have divided up into about 10 sections. But before we even get started, I just want to ask everybody to take a slow, deep cleansing breath. Just breathe in and out. Allow ourselves a moment to step away from the constant demands of the world. Place what I often call a global buffer around your heart, not to shut people out, but to quiet the unnecessary noise so that together we can hear what our Creator may be saying to us. Today, I would like us to explore the sacred design of a detour. In section one, I say, we all have a map. Whether we admit it or not, every one of us carries an internal, as Sister was talking about, GPS, but this is a blueprint for how life should unfold. We all have that in our head. We imagine when our careers should take off and flourish. We anticipate when relationships will develop. We plan our finances. We even imagine how our spiritual journey should progress. And planning is not wrong. Planning is part of wise stewardship. As adults, we're told to do that, right? Scripture never discourages preparation, which is what planning is. The challenge, though, comes when our plans quietly become our expectations, and our expectations become our source of security. Then life happens, as Sister Lerato says. Life is lifing. We get an unfavorable diagnosis, a business setback, an unexpected redundancy, a relationship changes, a prayer seems unanswered, a door closes that you were convinced that God had opened. Suddenly, you're no longer traveling on the highway you carefully designed. You're on the road that you would never have selected. The road is called a detour. Is the detour really a delay? Most of us instinctively interpret detours as interruptions. We assume something has gone wrong. We wonder whether we have made a mistake. We compare ourselves with people who seem to be moving ahead much faster. And yet, in Proverbs 16, verse 9, the Creator reminds us in their hearts, humans plan their course, but the Lord establishes our steps. Notice something important, though. God does not criticize our plans. He simply reminds us that His guidance is greater than our planning. Perhaps the greatest tension in the Christian or the spiritual life is learning to hold our plans with open hands, offering them up to Him always for His guidance. In section three, I talk about the difference between the map and the currency. I often think of life in two ways. First is our map. The map represents our expectations. It contains our timelines, our deadlines, our predictions, our carefully drawn routes. And the second is what I call the currency. Currency is the grace available in this present moment. The map focuses on where we expect it to be, and the currency asks, what has God placed in my hands today, this moment? When a detour comes, we often mourn the map while overlooking the currency. Yet God's grace has always been sufficient for all our days and our detours. It has already been supplied for whatever we need. Every detour invites us out of our imagined futures and back into the present faith. Section 4, this is where character is actually formed. Smooth roads are enjoyable, they're comfortable, but smooth roads rarely transforms us. Character is rarely built while everything goes according to schedule. Faith develops when certainty disappears. Patience develops when answers are delayed. Wisdom develops when shortcuts disappear. And trust develops when our control ends and we give it to the one who knows it all. The detour is often God's classroom, not because He delights in our discomfort, but because He delights in our transformation. Sometimes we're asking God for promotion while He is quietly preparing our capacity, growing us. There is little value in arriving somewhere before your character can sustain that success. God is far more interested in building the infrastructure of our souls than accelerating our schedules. And in section 5, from reaction then to relationship. Of course, the relationship is with Him. One of the greatest gifts hidden inside every detour is that it shifts us from reacting to relating. The world teaches immediate reaction. Respond instantly. Defend yourself immediately. Fix everything today. Prove that you're worth constantly. God teaches relationship. He says, walk with me, listen to me, wait, observe what I'm doing. I'm always doing something. Trust. Jesus himself experienced continual interruptions. Didn't have time to eat or pray sometimes. People constantly changed his schedule. Crowds surrounded him. Needs appeared unexpectedly out of everywhere. Yet scripture never presents Jesus as flustered or confused or panicked. Why? Because he was never driven by the pressure of the crowd. He was led by the voice of his Father, our Father. This is selective responsiveness. And in section 5, selective responsiveness, we live in a noisy age. No one can refute that. Social media tells us everyone else is succeeding. The workplace rewards constant hustle. Culture often confuses busyness with significance. Internal voices whisper, you're behind. You should have achieved this by now. You should achieve more. You've missed your opportunity. External voices tell us, work harder, move faster, never slow down. But selective responsiveness reminds us that not every voice deserves our attention, and not every opinion deserves our emotional energy. Not every interruption deserves our panic. We choose which voice shapes our response. Section 7, the two different mindsets. When we resist the detour, our attitude often sounds something like this: this is happening to me. I've lost valuable time. God must be punishing me. We spend enormous amounts of emotional energy trying to force open doors that God has quietly closed. Eventually, frustration becomes our companion. But when grace changes our perspective, our question, they become different. Instead of asking, why me, we begin asking, what is God revealing within me? Instead of assuming delay, we begin considering protection. Instead of exhausting ourselves pushing against locked doors, we invest our energy faithfully stewarding the opportunities already in front of us. Instead of depending on temporary motivation or emotional hype, we practice sustained diligence through ordinary daily obedience. And this one shift changes everything. We no longer see ourselves as lost, that detour is not, we're not lost. We begin seeing ourselves as being lovingly, graciously, and gracefully being redirected by the one who knows it all. In section 8, the Bible is filled with sacred detours. Abraham, he left everything familiar without seeing the full destination. Joseph, his dream traveled through betrayal, slavery, and prison before reaching the palace. And Moses, 40 years in the wilderness, looked like failure to everyone else. But God called it preparation. Think about Ruth. Loss became the doorway to legacy. She lost everything. Think about Paul. It's been said that he wrote 2/3 of the New Testament. His imprisonment produced letters that continue changing lives 2,000 years later. Every one of these stories remind us that destiny often travels through roads we would never have chosen for ourselves. The detour was not the obstacle. The detour became the preparation. In section 9, this might seem like a non sequitur, but I'm going to talk about the soil. Soil is not dirt. Recently, I have developed this great interest in love for researching and speaking about soil, the earth. People often look at soil and they simply see dirt, something messy, something to avoid, something ordinary. Yet soil is one of God's greatest miracles. It's a living, breathing ecosystem. It quietly nourishes life beneath the surface before anyone ever sees the harvest. Our difficult seasons are much the same as that. We sometimes dismiss them as messy and inconvenient dirt, but God sees fertile soil in which He can do His work. He's strengthening unseen roots before visible fruits appear. Roots always grow before branches, character always precedes influence, and death always precedes elevation. The last section is 10. The practical actions for this week then are, as we leave today, let me encourage all of us with these three practical responses. Number one, pause before you interpret. When something unexpected happens this week, resist the urge to immediately label it as a failure. Ask instead, what else could God be doing that I cannot yet see? Because not every closed door is a rejection, and sometimes it is a divine protection. Number two, steward today's currency. Stop measuring your life against yesterday's plan. Ask instead, what grace has already been placed in my hands today? Faithfulness in today's assignment prepares us for tomorrow's opportunities. God doesn't waste any moments or any eventualities. He's always teaching, enlarging us, and strengthening us. And number three, practice selective responsiveness, the way Jesus did. Protect your heart and limit unnecessary comparison. Reduce the noise, spend more time listening to God's directions than to public opinion. Peace grows wherever God's voice becomes louder than the world's expectation. And the acronym is PATH, P-A-T-H. Very simple. It says P is for pause before the panic. Give yourself space to breathe before reacting. The A is for accept God's present assignment. Look for today's grace instead of yesterday's expectation. The T, trust the unseen preparations. God is often building what you cannot yet measure. And the H, hold on to hope. Every detour still leads to God's faithfulness. Path reminds us that while we may not always choose the road, we can always choose how we travel it. So, in closing, as we prepare to begin another week, perhaps some of you are standing at a crossroad. Perhaps your business has taken an unexpected turn. Perhaps your health has changed. Perhaps your family situation is different than what you imagined. Perhaps your heart is carrying questions no one else even knows about. If that is you today, remember this: God has never been surprised by your detour. He's already present on the road before you arrive. Your worth has never depended on your speed. Your identity has never depended on your productivity. Your future has never depended solely upon your plans. The God who establishes your steps has already walked ahead of you. So this week, lay down your map for just a little while and receive God's currency, His grace. Walk with selective responsiveness, continue with sustained diligence, and trust that the one who began a good work in you will remain faithful to complete it, even if the journey looks very different from the one you originally imagined. So may God bless us all this week, and may our hearts remain peaceful and our minds remain hopeful and our spirits remain grounded in His unfailing grace. Thank you for listening. I'm done.
Speaking on mute. Oh my God. Do you put want somebody to sum that? But I I have put the YouTube link in most of the WhatsApp group. People should just go and listen.
Yes.
Okay? But this is what I'm going to say, what I got from what Queen Yvonne said today. This is powerful. You know, as long as we trust our journey into our creator, the person that has owned it. But remember, it's giving us free choice. So sometimes we
Yes, yes.
that data or something, maybe we created it. But the joy is that once we realize, He will redirect our path. That's what I'm hearing. Because
Absolutely.
Peter, which was called Saul, had a different path. And when the time comes when God wanted to encounter, he has an encounter, and his path was changed. And as Queen Yvonne says, his prison was not his limitation.
No, it wasn't.
His prison was his springboard, because he wrote a lot of books. And the old book says in Psalm 107, right, that God turns the wilderness into standing water and the dry grounds to spring of water, right? What is
Yes.
life? So whatever the wilderness, as Queen Ivana said it, it could be your career, it could be your health, it could just be your relationship, whatever it is. Remember that God, this is mindset that supposed to be a whole presentation. That 7 parts of the whole talk. God will turn it into living waters.
It does.
Yeah, it
It
said
does.
you come to a crossroad. There are two things you can do. You can say, okay, I know. And that's where we lost the currency of grace because we want to say we know it, right? Then we
Yes.
might
Yes.
go to the path that God had planted, or we might go to the wrong one. But the comforting thing is that once you realize and go back, it will direct your steps, it will direct your path.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows Saul. He was a prosecutor of Christ.
Yes.
But when the Almighty God turned it around, he became who?
Yep. The apostle. The
Correct.
apostle to the Gentiles.
Correct.
Yes.
So we have become joint heir people. Don't be afraid anymore. As I said,
Right.
it's just how to somewhat Queen Yvonne talk about. That's why I've put the YouTube link. Please, let's go and listen to it again. This is powerful
Thank you,
because
sister.
there are
Thank you.
sometimes we stay in our wilderness and feel like there's no hope.
Mm-hmm.
But we see that God took them from the wilderness. Yes,
Yeah.
Moses might not have entered the promised land, but he saw it.
He did.
That
He
was
did.
his purpose. Don't
It
give up.
was. Yeah.
Wherever your
That's
promised land is, wherever your land of
thank
matrimony is, in your health, your career,
absolutely.
in your relationship, your finances, do not
Absolutely.
give up halfway.
Mm-hmm.
Keep saying that, okay, God, I am here. Maybe I've made mistake.
Mm-hmm.
You did not give me the spirit of fear, but of sound mind. You didn't give me the spirit of timidity.
Mm-hmm.
Father, I commit. And sometimes we're stiff-necked people. My sister, man, let me use my own power, right? But if we stay in that wilderness forever, we might find ourselves there and we miss. God said, come and ask, go. God is ready to
Yeah.
give us. But so we should
Yes.
ask.
Yes.
Don't
Yes.
just sit there quietly. Open your mouth and ask. It's in the scripture. Ask. It's not
Exactly.
us wicked people can give our children the best stuff. What about us?
What about
So
him? Yes.
please ask that path. That what this is deep. Please go and revisit this YouTube channel. You have
Thank
Deep
you.
Dive, you have King Kanla, and you have Jim Chain. Please, this is one of these channels. Play this first section over and over and over again. I will not do justice to it. I think I'll better stop. I will not do justice to it. This is powerful.
Thank,
It is very powerful.
thank you, Dr. Patience. I
That's the
appreciate
difference
that.
between discernment, wisdom, and courage. Please, let's listen to that carefully
Mm-hmm.
and do not be dismayed. That's all I can say.
Mm-hmm.
Do not be dismayed. He said, he cannot give us
Absolutely.
something we cannot carry because he said, what bring it to me back. Sorry, we're not
Yes.
preaching here. But this is something you can use in your life. These are daily life. They're all written. These things were written for us, for your
Mm-hmm.
career, for your health, for anything in life, relationship, family. Okay, use it. I will
Mm-hmm.
stop and I'll do something different today. We'll join the discussion for both topic at the end because I know earlier this
Okay.
in advanced topic. If I open it for discussion, I will not hear the main presentation. As King Kanla presents, then we just do the discussion together, please. So without
Okay.
wasting time, I'm going to. I know you all have had your notes as she was talking. We're going to get Queen Kana to talk. Then we can have the discussion on the mindset and the presentation together. That way, everybody have their question ready. So we know our sister Queen Kana. She's not new to us. She is one of our great coordinators, leader of the Dream Team platform. She wears multiple hats. Last week, she gracefully stepped
Did the
into
word.
the big
Yay.
shoes and did the word, right? And today she's going to present one of her topic that is dear in her heart, cultural biases, and she's going to link it with AI. I can't wait, to be honest. You guys you come up with this out of the box topics. Right? I told you there's one topic that Queen Yvonne presented, and I'm like, what is clutter mind? And it actually helped me today. Like we've done a lot in our mind and we don't realize. Now I'm hearing how we're going to use cultural diversity and inclusion and bring into AI. So over to you, Queen Kala. Thank you.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Queen Sister Yvonne, that was a very, very powerful mindset.
Thank you, my sister. Thank you.
I mean, so much you said. We are going to piggyback, and you see that some of the things you just said will come across the presentation. So I'm not going to go over them again. Queen Dr. Pat has already, summarized it beautifully. So just as we go along, I will allow you to make the connections, and then so we all can make the topic more interactive. And as you all know, I mean, I always love to have my presentations interactive, engaging, and as we go along, this one is not going to be different. So this one is built upon our previous presentations and series that we've done, which, as Queen Dr. Pat said, diversity, inclusion, equity, equality. I mean, we have expanded and we have dug deep and deep, and we have explored that topic. And so, what better way to take it to a different perspective, a different dimension, than to include AI, because AI is here to stay. And so, this is more for awareness, education, and empowerment as we continue to evolve and we learn about AI and its impact on our life and the challenges that we face, understanding that not everyone will be able to differentiate between good and bad, or not everyone will be able to, determine what is AI or what is not AI. So, without much further ado, I want to say thank you again to everyone who is here to listen to the presentation, including our family on YouTube. So, at this point, permit me to share my slide. And while I do that, I will be curious if, for those of us that are here, can write in the chat, what do you think is AI's role when it comes to diversity, bias? I am curious to know. Please, your participation will be helpful in introducing the topic. Can you see my slide, Queen Yvonne?
Not yet.
Okay, it means I have shared it, but not the entire. All right, let me share it one more time. Okay. Permit me. Okay, entire screen. All right. Can you see my screen now?
Yes.
So sorry, I'm on mute. Yes, we can see it. Introducing. Absolutely, we can see clearly. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me go to the proper slide. Great. All right. Thank you for that. We are all set and ready to go. So, once more, thank you all and welcome to our presentation for today. Sorry, it looks like my mouse has moved. What do you see, Queen Yvonne?
I see the graphic still again now. It
Okay.
says Queen. It says Kanla Rachel's screen, but nothing. The presentation is not uploaded there.
Okay. All right. That is fine. Okay. So we can proceed from here. All right.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yes. Okay. So our theme topic, culture diversity bias and the impact of artificial intelligence. And we are going to go into looking at how artificial intelligence is impacting us culturally, our diversity, and some of the biases that we hold. For anyone that has been with us and you've not had the opportunity to go back and look at the series Diversity, Inclusion, Equity, I will urge you that after this presentation, please kindly make the time, the opportunity, and go back and look at that presentation because it's going to help you explain a couple of things that we are going to be talking about. Okay, so Queen Yvonne, I had asked, and it's going to be exciting. I hope you will be as excited as I am. Was there anyone who entered any text message in the chat telling us their opinion or their support?
Yeah, I made a comment. I said I would think introducing AI into our systems would make them more objective and reduce biases. However, that is sometimes the opposite. And then Dr. Patient also wrote, AI role will ensure the diverse accents and culture should be understood in the machine learning.
Beautiful. All those are correct. And please understand that there is no right and wrong answer here.
Right. Mm-hmm.
There is no right and wrong answer, but we are all going to learn from each other's perspective, and then we all leave here more empowered than we came into this topic. So now, when we look at the slide on the screen, it's telling us what artificial intelligence is becoming part of our life, and some of the importance of being fair and inclusive in our lives. And those introductory feedback tell us. Now, where are some of those areas in our daily lives that we use artificial intelligence? I know we already know some of them. Queen Yvonne, do you remember? I mean, the one that should be no-brainer for us is we are already dealing with banking and financing, right? AI financing. Dr. John has been educating us, telling us, or even I have done a few also in financing. Queen Aisha, we already see that. Of course, our Queen First Lady, Dr. Benny, has been educating us about artificial intelligence, but there are many more other professions and fields out there that artificial
Absolutely.
intelligence is
Absolutely.
currently being used. So can
Absolutely.
we? Yes,
Education,
correct.
healthcare, Um, Agriculture, for instance, farming is being done with some of that. It's just it's ubiquitous. It's all over the place now. I don't think almost any industry has escaped it.
Beautiful, beautiful. Healthcare, banking, education, transportation, social media.
Aviation.
Exactly,
Yes,
customer
yes.
service. So at the
Hmm.
end of the day, the key message is AI can improve lives, but
Hmm.
we want to ensure that it has to be, or it's at least, even if not perfect, we are not asking for perfection, but we know that let it, at least to a certain degree, let it be fair and inclusive for everyone. And
Exactly.
so this slide just goes ahead to give us the answer that we just gave by participation. And so
Mhm.
we can go back and then look at the slide one more time. And then we go now how to understand diversity and culture. We already know the definition of diversity from our previous slide. But if we, in this case, a simple way to define culture will be referring to people's beliefs, values, traditions, mores, right? Whether physical, spiritual, socioeconomic, right? Political. These are all the ways in which we live our lives on a daily basis. And in each of these structure, we have a certain culture that is identical to us, our diversity, us, our race, us, our gender, ages, our languages, our religion, our abilities, right?
Hmm. Yes.
So each of these is specific and is unique to us. And so, why do we want to think that we also need to look at things through that lens and also in association to AI? Because it is happening.
Yes. Yes.
Why? AI is learning from us, the humans.
Correct. Yeah.
Without us, the AI will not have the data
Would not.
to operate. The developers will not have the data to develop it. They will not have facts to back up what they are building, let alone aligning it with all the different cultural aspects of our lives, which we all know. Even though we are aware that AI may not work equally well for everybody. Yes, but at least these are some of the ways that we want to break down understanding culture, our diversity, and how it is aligned with AI. So then it takes us to the question, what is AI bias? I know I should have asked before showing the slide.
Well, before you show the slide, I don't even know. I was thinking that AI bias can be the way we program the information
Mm-hmm.
that we input in our AI system, or I'll call it software or algorithm or something. Like if we put a bias information, AI too is going to give us a bias information. And
Absolutely.
that's why now I see where this your topic is going with. To be honest, I did not know where we
Absolutely.
were going to go with this topic, but now it
Absolutely.
makes sense, right? Because
Yes.
we are the ones developing any software.
Mm-hmm.
We are
Yes.
using machine because machine can process it faster than us.
Yes.
So
Exactly.
what we put there, that's what the machine is learning. So if we
Exactly.
Sure.
Correct.
develop a bias system, AI too will bias.
Correct.
But the reason for that is because, as Sister Kanla said, that she answered the question. Humans are the AI is not coming down from the sky and gathering their own information. We're putting it in there, and we
Hmm.
have those biases,
Hmm.
right? So
Hmm.
all we're going to do is just amplify it when we don't do it
So
in an
if our
ethical way, in the data input. The
Mm-hmm.
metrics,
yeah,
the metrics that you mentioned before, the age, the this, the that, if we put it in such a way that it's slanted as less than or not equitable, not
Yes.
objective, that's where the problem lies. Because AI is just neutral until we slant it.
Correct.
Yeah, as I
Correct.
said, I see where this topic is going with now. It's kind of, when I talked about when I was talking about accent, when you're doing a voice recognition in AI,
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
you choose only a particular set of voices to put there for it to learn.
yeah.
Maybe
You.
that's why when my kids bought me, was it
Mm-hmm.
Alexa's how many years ago?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
I did not use it because that thing could never understand me. Okay,
Uh,
I can tell you that.
that is a
And
very good example of
yes,
Very good
what
example.
yeah.
yes, that is a very good
You see,
example.
people,
Yes.
my kids would just be in their on their phone, and they say, "Alexa, call this person," and it calls, and I'll do the same thing. I would never call. I will just call somebody that is not it, right? So
Yes.
that could be biasing if you don't go and do as much as possible to take
Mm-hmm.
as many type of voices for recognition.
Yes.
Then some of us for that voice recognition might not use AI because
Because of
it cannot
that. Yeah, of
understand
course.
us, right?
Correct. Yes.
Now I see where you're going with this. Okay.
Hmm.
Exactly. I mean, the bias will occur when the systems are unfair. You just said it. Discrimination will be. It
Yes,
will be the outcomes of what we see, right? Because it's all about the training, the design, and the choices, and then
sure.
the human assumptions, and who are the ones that dominate in that field, or who are the programmers, who are the
Exactly.
people who are
Exactly.
behind it.
Exactly. Because Sister
Yes.
Kanla,
Yes.
may I ask you,
Yes.
AI is being programmed largely on a Western centric attitude, isn't it? Right?
That is correct. Yes, that is correct. That is correct. That
Hmm.
is correct. Yes. And so, I mean, we just talked, and then that you realize that also an AI hiring system is trained on historical hiring data, which is what they
Hmm.
have available, and not what is the data today, or is not what a reflection of the culture, is not a reflection of the diversity that
Right.
exists, whether
Right.
it's America, whether it's Europe, whether it's Africa.
Hmm. Exactly. That's true.
Yes, so the status quo is what they use as the base, the foundation to build AI. So
Yes.
let's think about that.
Yeah. I saw a YouTube, sister, is it okay to go ahead? I saw a YouTube where somebody
Yes,
was saying they asked the large language generative AI, how up to date, at what point is the cutoff? How up to date is the, just like what you were mentioning, as what they're going to give. When they did a
yes,
search, they wanted to know how far in do you have
yes,
knowledge, basically, right?
yes,
That is what you were saying just now. There, it's not up to
yes.
date at some
It's
point,
not.
and so, and of
No.
course, we also hear this stupid word about hallucination. So, just like the universe or
Yes,
nature,
yes,
AI or the language models, they they don't like a vacuum, so they
Mm-mm.
will hallucinate and fill in stuff that doesn't go so.
Exactly, exactly. Yes, 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 yes.
Oh
AI
God.
will not. Yes. So then now, to back up what the examples that we just gave, take a look at this data, these statistics from UNESCO.
Okay.
Does that prove the point of what we are just discussing right now?
Yes,
It
because
says, I mean, studies have found that large language models associated with women with
wow.
domestic roles is 4 times more than men.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that
Hmm.
the status quo? Because
Yes.
not or historically, women have been deemed to be household wives. That
Yes.
is that is your job. That is what you were meant to do. And so that is what AI is picking up. When you Google, it will take you to that data, it will take you to that information. And then while for men is often linked with careers, business, leadership, they
Mm-hmm.
are always
Mm-hmm.
out there. But is that the current
It's not.
data that is no longer the current data. A lot of
Mhm.
progress has been made. A lot
Since
of whether it's
yes,
career, whether it's
yeah,
even a lifestyle, so many
yeah,
things have changed.
yes,
Diversity, cultures have grown, so much
yeah.
growth, but it's not yet reflected. And so, with these examples, again, you see, look at 25% women are
Like,
less likely,
yeah.
yeah, than men to have basic digital technology skills. And that is what AI will literally, if you Google, it will provide you the
It will
information.
provide you those search metrics. Of course, they will. And you will be making a speech or writing a book or whatever, and that information will be totally wrong.
Exactly. So, a word of caution and a word of awareness that this is what we have out there while you
Mm-hmm.
use the accurate data that is already there, but be aware that that is not what we have as updated information, because it
Right.
is going to take us, the humans, now to be
Yeah.
able to feed AI with the information of where human civilization is, where
Yeah.
the different societies are, where
Mm-hmm.
each culture, based on your race, gender, religion, all of those are diversity aspects that we enumerated above. Depending on how many of us humans feed it to the system, then that is when it will be able to give us back, the outcome will reflect
The current situation that we're
the,
living in, the
the,
current
the,
culture. Yeah.
exactly. That is when it is going to be able to reflect that. So,
Mm-hmm.
uh here now, we've already improved. I mean, we've discussed some of the impact of the AI bias as we
Mm-hmm.
were talking. So this slide is just, this is just a few. It's not everything, but you can see some of the positive impact it's having and some of the negative impacts. We are not going to go deeper explaining or having a conversation, because this again is going to become a series. And so
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
come back and pick on each of these, where we will be able to like really have more discussions and conversations, so we can
Mm-hmm.
be able to really dissect and understand what we
Okay.
have, yes, what we have in our hands. Yes,
Okay.
because
Yes.
it's really, it's good, and it will be up to us to choose to make the best out of it.
Absolutely.
Yes, it will be up to us to make the best out of it, and then that
Mm-hmm.
is the way that we'll be able to create that balance.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's the way we'll be able to create that balance that we crave. And so this again, the next slide is answering our conversation questions, examples of where AI bias is right now. We have talked of hiring, facial recognition, language, and healthcare.
Mm-hmm.
Again, this is not the exhaustive list, but there are still many more out there. But this again is what we already have that we can go back and pull, as you can see from the UNESCO data.
Mm-hmm.
We have, yes, those is out there.
Wow.
Yes, yes, it's out there. And then, oh, let's see. When we go now to the question of how can we make AI fair, or in a way, we are basically asking, how do you get to determine which one is good, which one is bad? Which one strikes that balance? I bet, how many of us know how many AIs are out there? Because that's a question I was asking. I mean, AI assistant. There are so many. But how many of them do we actually use, or are we aware that we can use? We know of the Google, we know of the Gemini, we know Gemini, right?
Gemini and
Gemini,
ChatGPT and Claude and Grok and there's the whole long list of them.
a
A lot, a
whole
lot.
long list.
Every
Yes,
every bank has their own now. Every platform.
Absolutely. Every industry wants to have their own proprietary one because that's just how we are, right?
that's exactly
Yeah.
because. And what will be the reason? What will be the reason why everyone wants to customize theirs and have it unique to them?
Yeah, the industry, I would say the industry, what was the word? Terminology, the industry language. Every industry have its own keyword.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
And
they
then
want to
on top of that,
optimize it for
on
their
top of
interest.
that, security, right? So you
Yeah,
want to customize for that
yeah,
industry
exactly.
Yes.
because the finance language is different from social media language, which is different.
Sure.
So they're trying to
Exactly.
do
Yes.
that. And then on top of that, they added security to
Yeah.
their system because you put
Yes.
an
Yes.
open source, you can,
Correct.
especially for financial industry, we don't want any
Hmm.
mistakes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So you see how it goes back to answering the topic of the presentation, because in the banking system has a culture and
Yes.
they have its own diversity, those who
Hmm.
work in there.
Yes.
If
Yes.
it's in education, it's a culture. You have a culture that is unique only to them. And
Right.
then you have the diversity also included. And then how is AI going to be adjusted or adapted so that it fits their needs? And
Yeah.
so really we are going to realize that being able to use AI and having the best outcome that we can, we will be able to identify those that are unique and aligned with. If we are at work, we use the one that is customized for that. If we
Hmm.
are in a different function where they have their own AI, then we fall align and we use that. But what we realize is for those who are not aware or those who may not have been exposed to information right now, when you just go to AI and you Google, the AI themselves are different. And when you pick up information from one and you bring it to another, you
Hmm.
realize that it doesn't align because, again, the culture from where and the developers, the people who built it, the
I see.
thinking,
Yeah.
you see,
Yeah.
is not aligned with that culture, that diversity, that profession. Each of those is very specific.
Hmm. Use diverse
And
and work
even,
with the.
yes, and even for at work, we use ChatGPT. Some people use Gemini, but even in it, there is still a further customization of what you can use and how further you can use it. It's not just
Absolutely.
open.
Absolutely. And the thing is that customization was
Yes,
happening before the technology, this technology, because every industry has its own jargon, its own lingo, its own words that
correct.
it uses. As soon as you hear certain words, you said that is from the financial industry or that is from the transportation. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So it's just customization upon customization.
Correct. Correct.
That's
And
basically
at
what's
the
happening
end,
here.
you we all will realize and agree that the goal will be in a way to the all of these practices will help reduce bias and improve trust in the AI, which is what we all will want or would love to see it happening in our daily life, since it is going to be what we will be using now, moving forward. So, with that, I introduce you to the next slide. And here you come. I don't know how many of you have heard about. You can take out your phone and Google this AI assistant and tell me what you say. This is a new AI assistant that I got to discover as well while that before I even picked up this topic, but I was curious how I could use this information and integrate it in our topic for today. So if you are able to just Google it and read a little more, then please, what what do you think it is, or how is it changing the AI industry? Okay. The AI is Aisha. Alsha. This is one of the newest AI assistant that is making
Yeah.
headways, and it is doing some really good things out there.
Right. I thought I was speaking to you, and then I didn't realize I was
Oh,
I
you
was
were
muted
muted.
again.
Okay.
So I read the whole thing, and I told you that yes, I did find her. And so the technology, the large language, is becoming cultural. Clearly,
Yes,
it can be done. It can be done cultural specific, just like how it can be industry specific.
correct.
Yeah. Very interesting. Very interesting. So, what did you think of it yourself? What did you did? It's a good thing. All
It's a
good.
it's a good thing. It's all amazing. Or let me borrow from Dr. Derek. Amazing. And
Amazing.
amazing. This is just so amazing. It is powerful. It is beautiful. It is competitive. It is fact based.
Okay.
That is the most important thing why I love it, and I have it, I'm using it.
Yes.
This is a lot more fact based. Why? This is not this is not going to be because of it so happens that the CEO is a person of color. But
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you, of course, solidarity for women is just a coincidence. No, no. This is this is women solidarity. I mean, women coming together and running an AI in an industry that is highly competitive and male dominated.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
But
was drawn to it, but more relevant is how fact based the foundation is. They are dealing with facts and they collaborate their facts before they input that information into
okay. Okay.
Alsha. So
That's important.
whatever data you get, it will come very much closer to being real, and you can always go back and fact check that information
Okay.
compared
Okay.
to others
Yeah.
compared to
That's
others that is going in there but it is not holistic.
yes. That
Then
is very
what?
perfect. It's very
Oh,
perfect.
sorry. Mhm.
No, that is perfect. But I was going to ask you, is it really a standalone or is it is the loop closed? I mean, because it is coding after all, right?
Correct.
So it's porous at some point. It because I know countries are doing that as well. Like countries are
Mhm.
pursuing nationalizing it and culturalizing it and whatever. But but there's a loophole that can't be closed because it's it's code. You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly. Thank you. That is a very powerful question and it is relevant. Why? That same loophole that other AI systems that are already succeeding and already dominating in the industry is what this Aisha is coming in to close. How or with what?
Right.
What do I mean by that?
Right.
Because we have come to realize that AI will give you outcome feedback dominated by Western, right? The programmers of Western culture, everything
Yes.
from
Yes.
politics,
Yes.
so then is there only a white race?
I know.
We have other races, and so this one happens, the focus is on black or Africans,
Yeah.
closing up those loopholes where the other AIs do not have that information or is limited in terms of feeding the community with that information. So where they end, Aisha takes it even further and deeper and
Oh,
with the facts and the data and the information. So
okay.
you can have a
Yes,
balanced
yes.
outcome of information that you're searching or what you want to do.
Yeah. And yeah, exactly. Because as I said at the beginning, it's the large language, the generative AI, whatever you want to call them, they are largely being programmed, as at this point, anyways, being
Yes,
programmed to the Western
correct.
culture, and that's where the biases started. Because I know you haven't gotten there yet, but even in the criminal situation,
Mm-hmm.
AI is biased against that our race. It's been
Exactly. You look at
yeah,
and that is historical information that has been in the system for years, but that is no
yeah,
longer the case. When you
it's
look
not.
at those, exactly, the system are biased. Who, okay, like you said, the male, the African race. You go even in terms of education, you still have information that is proving that we are not yet at the level of education that we are now. Tell me, is that accurate?
That is not accurate. And who would think of doing that? Because somebody had to put it in there. AI didn't gather that on its own. Somebody had to write the code.
And then now it will come back to, okay, did they do that intentionally, which is the bias, or they did that because they did not know?
Uh, that's
All
a
right,
hard
I
call.
know
Yeah,
we can keep on asking the questions and coming. I mean, that is why we are going to come back into having more conversation. My hope is after this
absolutely.
presentation, each person goes, find the time, search Aisha, take a look at it, and then you can further make your own conclusions. But at the end of the day, the important point is we know that no AI system is completely free from bias, including this one. But
Yeah.
guess what? There is always going to be continuous evaluation and improvement on
Mm-hmm.
a daily basis, which is a good thing. And
It
then
is
the takeaway will be that AI will affect millions of people every day, us
every
included.
single day.
Even
Yes.
even
Every
our
single.
children not yet born. On
Sure.
this is going to be the new world that they will be born into.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And
So then,
diversity, yeah.
yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead, sister.
Yes, no, I was about to say diversity is what makes AI accurate and trustworthy.
Yeah. Exactly. So we can't afford just, some people are just thinking, oh, just gonna not get involved or whatever. But we can't, because another problem with that I'm seeing is that
Mm-hmm.
the, it has to be a balance between our private information, and because if AI is being trained on large amounts of diversity, large language and everything, but if
Correct.
we who are currently alive and doing our stuff, if we take all the tools and resources available to us to hide behind paywalls and walls and don't take part and don't be part of the language that's being processed, it's going to become smaller and smaller and more unrealistic. And the things that we're seeing, the biases, will be amplified.
Exactly. And guess what? So, to summarize what you just said, Queen Yvonne, if we do not do it, someone is going to step in and do it
Someone
for
will do
us.
it, exactly,
And
and it won't be
and the person doing it is not you. The person will be doing it based off of their culture, based off of their diversity,
exactly.
based off of
Yes,
their bias. So,
sure. And our children will still go to school, unless
mhm,
we're going to have totally different cultures. They're still going to go to school and still learn ridiculous things. So thank God for one,
yes,
Arisha. I guess all other cultures or whatever it is might start doing that, because that's balance has to be maintained. And if we can see it now already starting to be so
yes,
biased, can you imagine a few years from now if it's just allowed to be just unbalanced like it is? So again, I'm saying I know that people are concerned. I know I am. Everybody is concerned about
yes.
too much of their private information being
Mm-hmm,
out there.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But there's a difference between what your thoughts are and whatever it is and your private information. I'm not saying to be careless. Dr. Benny will
Yes.
tell us don't do that. You don't want
Mm-hmm.
everybody knowing everything about you, but you have to be part of the conversation. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, you're right. You're right. And then let us even take a look at what is also amazing about AI now, that is ongoing when it comes to the opportunities, the potential. This is one of the positive impact that is having
Right.
education on the children. Now,
Right.
for those areas around the world or countries around the world that they may not be able to afford for children to go to school, they have not
Mhm.
been able to afford for computer, because for you
Mhm.
to be able to
Mhm.
become digitally savvy, it
Yeah.
required investment income, where that's why we kept on buying, or NGOs will take computers and go back home. But guess what?
Right.
Now with AI, you don't need the large things. You just need a phone, and from a phone, a child can be able to leverage
Absolutely. Yes.
AI
Yes.
and then
Yes.
be educated and learn from it. But of course, under controlled environment and
Yes.
supervision, to make sure that they are learning what is appropriate and what is correct.
Yes. So
So
our job, sister,
yes,
is to instill critical thinking in our
correct.
children. It's never
Correct.
too early to let them ask questions. Don't just swallow something because you see it in a search or whatever it is, because the search will, at the bottom of it, you notice it's telling you that AI can make mistakes. So,
Yes,
yeah. So
yes,
we have to be questioning everything. Uh, Encourage our children to
yes.
question and
It
search
does.
and
It
think for
does.
themselves. Yeah.
It does. Yes. And ongoing monitoring is going to be one really important factor that we all need. We all
Absolutely.
need. We all need to be there. So then we've already talked about this. I'm not going to uh
Sorry,
uh
Queen Kanla, I know
talk
you want to
again.
go.
The challenge. Oh,
Queen Kyla,
Yes.
yes.
So I was going to go into the education point there,
Yes.
and I see why trying to reduce the gap of these biases, trying to make sure the facts are right, correct,
Mm-hmm.
accurate, is
Mm-hmm.
very important
Correct.
mhm,
if it's going to really help
Yes.
education and people that don't have access to education.
Yes.
yeah,
Remember, what they get out of AI is what they'll be learning, right? So if it's not
mhm,
right, and I think that's
mhm,
where most of our fears are. But
Mm-hmm.
if this is done right, is
Yes.
done to cover the broader things, is somebody's checking, it can be a very good tool.
Yes.
mhm,
But if not, it can be crazy because the
Yes.
prompt you put into AIs, most of the AI that people are using, the
Mm-hmm.
chat GPTs, it is Copilot or whatever
Yeah,
else,
there is a capilot.
Capilot,
As yeah.
Gemini, all of those ones. The prompt you
Mm-hmm.
put in
Correct.
sometime might give the answer based on the prompt, and maybe that's not what you're using. So if for somebody that is in the field doing research with AI that is advancing their field, it can be very profitable because
Mm-hmm.
they respond. You can read and say, okay, this is not what I'm looking for, and they can tweak the prompt. But
Correct.
yeah,
the people that are going to use it for
Mm-hmm.
education, especially
Yes.
children,
Mm-hmm.
that's where some of us, the fear is that if the
Correct.
information
Correct.
is not right,
Mm-hmm.
then they might not be getting the right knowledge. When it
Correct.
comes to the cultural part of it, we
Mm-hmm.
come from different culture. Some
Right.
culture looking at elders straight is respect, some looking at that is not respect, right? So
Yes.
it can be a good tool if that those gaps have been uh, narrowed. But
Correct.
again, it could be, yes. So as Sister Yvonne said, we should be part of the conversation. If there is any way for you to be part of the conversation,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely.
the government, the society, the community, all should be
Yes,
part of this
Yes.
collaboration because
Yes.
kids are using it,
Mm-hmm.
yes,
whether we
yeah,
like it or not.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
You see, kids
Are
now.
using it?
Somebody said that children come out of the stomach now; they're already swiping.
Yeah,
Yeah, you see, babies they're doing this on phones
They're
already,
doing on the phone.
yes.
and
They're
I can
swiping.
I
They're
They are
can see
swiping.
my
swiping and moving along and looking at everything.
when I
That
see
is
my 80 something year old that trying to even understand how to make that phone call, right? It's like
Yes,
I see this almost 0 month to before 1 year old baby that can already touch the phone. They're already doing this,
Yes.
yes,
and they're already getting some their program in YouTube.
correct.
I mean, my 75-year-old mom, 80 something year old, that every day they're asking me the same question. I'm like, how can this
Yes.
be that difficult? Look at this
Yeah.
person name. If you change your picture on WhatsApp, my mom will not be able to find you again. All right.
She's not alone. I mean, yeah, I'm well
Even
said.
though I do
Well
that,
said.
even though I do that sometimes, I better listen.
Yes.
Anyway, so what I'm saying that we should be careful, and I agree with this. I want to be part of the conversation.
Absolutely. I can see that
Have
it's
to be part
definitely
of the
one of the,
conversation, be part of
yeah.
inputting
Yeah,
that information.
and
When you go online, try and put in that information and what you get
uh,
back. I mean,
and I,
outside of personal information.
and I'm hoping that when Queen B, the first lady of Dream Team, will
Yes.
be ready, all that series of cyber security,
Cyber security,
we have to
yes.
come and say, okay, what is cyber security in the AI era now,
Yes,
Yes.
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 right?
I
Yes.
actually
So,
have a
Yes.
comment from her in the chat, so I'll read it when you're finished. Yeah.
so
Yes.
Queen
Yes.
B,
She can take that angle. Yep.
we'll be waiting for you to come now. Cyber
Okay.
security, preventing yourself and your data in the area of AI. I'm serious. This is, you know,
So
they come out of people's tummy now already with a Android or
Right.
iPhone
Exactly.
already in their hands, ready to go. So,
Exactly. Yes.
how
so
about you,
And
so
Michaela? I just want to say I'm agreeing with what people are saying because it is good but scary.
correct. Correct.
It's a good thing, but it's a scary thing, right? So,
but that's
Yes.
good, sister, because at least you're not throwing up your hands. I was doing a research and I wrote an article the other day about people who are waiting for this. And I mean, I'm not going to use the nasty word, but they're waiting for the AI shift, the other word, to pass. But
Mhm.
it's not going to
no,
pass.
it's not passing.
Oh no,
WhatsApp has AI.
no! It's not. It's not
Your
going to
messenger
pass.
has AI. Everything has AI there. It is
Yeah.
getting. It was there and it's just exploding. I'm telling you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think WhatsApp on is Meta something because you go to WhatsApp, you see this Meta something. What is it called? Start coming up, try, trying to
Yep.
work for you. So
Yep.
If
it's not passing, my dear. It's not passing.
Oh,
no,
I
it's
know.
not passing. Look at all the patches that they keep on putting on all of this the software we use, or even we're talking WhatsApp. Is it not AI? We go talking about Zoom, include
Okay, WhatsApp is what
everything.
Meta AI.
Yes.
Yep.
So
So
it's
it's
not passing.
AI.
So and that's
Yep.
why AI is here. You're right, Queen Benny. AI is here to stay, and that's why I say that I'm going to see Queen Kanla has brought diversity, cultural, and bias into AI. Right, this is a topic that we've learned, and I
Yes.
can't wait for Queen Benny to say, okay, what does it mean to protect
For
yourself online
cybersecurity. Yeah.
with
Absolutely.
in the AI era? So waiting for
Mhm.
that topic as well. Thank you, guys.
Yep. So, Queen Kana, let me just quickly read what Dr. Benny has. She said, for educators,
Yes.
AI, Aisha, AI could be a complementary tool to support culturally relevant content
Yes.
creation,
Yes.
student engagement, and personalized learning. For students, it offers a safe, culturally aligned AI companion that adapts to their needs. In short, Aisha AI's mission is to center culture, amplify voices, and move with clarity. Positions it as a potential asset in education when
Mhm.
used thoughtfully alongside human oversight and ethical guidelines. Exactly.
That is truly what it is. And also understanding that in the context of for those of us that are living here in the United States and what is going on with
Yeah.
the removal of books or banning of books from libraries,
Yes. Yes.
your
Yes.
access to information is now limited,
Yeah.
sometimes even to the extent of the law. So this is going to be an AI tool,
Yeah.
software or program that will be out there that is putting all of this together, that you who is not able to access this information where you are, you can use it, and it creates that balance, because you know what you're going to get from there is going to be facts and is going to be history as it
Exactly.
was. Yes,
Yep.
and not tainted in any form. So then
Mm-hmm.
let us just imagine if we, whether us as Africans or diaspora Africans or the
Mm-hmm.
entire continent, or whether it's Asia or Asians, we also can develop an app that advocates for the people, the culture, the
Yeah.
religion, the
Yes.
diversity.
Mm-hmm.
Customize it so that when someone goes in there, they are not just taking information that has been out there that is inaccurate, but now they have the opportunity of searching and looking for real information.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just imagine that. I mean, look at the stigmatization that has always been put on Africa and the continent of Africa and the
Oh
people,
yeah.
or
Oh
even
yeah.
on black, or as a race,
Yeah. Absolutely.
and
Absolutely.
other people within the society.
Mm-hmm. But what, as we just proved, I looked it up, and it's already being programmed in, at least in the Western world. I don't know if it
Mhm.
happened. If it happened, the
Yes,
criminalization of, you had that there somewhere, I think, of
yes,
the ways. It's, I asked that in the search, and that's the answer I get. So it's not even hidden. It's not a hidden bias. It's a open secret that it's
it's
it's already
which is
tainted.
so
Yeah.
then imagine young children growing, that is what they will be reading and educated, but then
Yeah.
that is the bias. Well, I
But
know we can keep on going and going, but again, we don't want to exhaust the topic only
yeah, yeah,
here.
I know, I
We are
know.
still we are still going to come back, so I want to be respectful of the time and the day.
Okay. All right.
So
Thank
with I would like to conclude by us just knowing that, I mean, AI benefits everybody.
you, everyone.
And the hope or the goal is that AI should reflect the diversity of the people it serves. If it is serving you as a people by race, then let the AI be able to reflect that. If it is serving you by your profession, a job, or in the educational system, we hope that these institutions are able to also work and develop their own AI so that it reflects what they are, the people, the culture, so that information, misinformation, or disinformation should not infiltrate that
Yeah.
environment.
Right. Right.
So, I mean, and that is going to go a very long way to reduce the bias,
It will.
or open all the open opportunities to create bias or to fill in those loopholes like we've discussed. Because if
Mm-hmm.
there is that vacuum, then some information is going to come in. The AI is going to try to fill that up,
Yeah. Yes.
and
Absolutely.
every one of us, we should be aware and we should take it upon us that we have a role in building the system up. If we do not help in building it up, someone is going to build it for us, and the someone that is going to build it for us, if that person doesn't look like you, doesn't
Yeah.
reflect your values, doesn't
Yeah.
reflect your culture, is
Mm-hmm.
not of your diversity,
Yeah. Yeah.
then trust me, that is going to reflect them and not you. And at the
Yeah.
end of the day, you are going to consume what they have out there that is in the system.
Absolutely. It's
So with
funny.
that brings me to
Yeah.
the end of my presentation for today. So thank you all for watching, for listening. And if we have questions, then we can go over when we get to the Q&D. And
Mhm.
again, we will come back now with a series where we'll be able to pick each of these subtopics from the slides, and then we dig deeper. So thank you all for listening.
Thank
Thank you, Queen Kanda.
you, Kanla.
Now, Dr. B, if you can come in, this is a time that we'll ask. I see he should have some very long ride up there.
Yes, a long right up here. Yes.
Yes. So since you're going to come and do the Q&D, we're opening for Q&D for both our mindset and our topic for today. AI is here to stay. And as I said, when Dr. B is ready, she'll come and at least do us AI and cybersecurity in the cybersecurity in this
Cybersecurity in the age
era.
of AI. Yes.
Dr. Benny, can you take over for Q&A, please?
Well, as you all know, I smile. Always.
Hello.
Hello, First Lady.
Happy
Yeah.
Sunday. Happy Sunday to everybody. To my queens and kings, before I proceed, as you can see my long writing, the first thing is to thank our Heavenly Father
Amen.
for bringing each and everyone today, this morning, afternoon, or evening. It all depends upon your location. And as you all know, there is no one like Him. The
Mm-hmm.
air that you and I were breathing at this moment is because of Him. And
Amen.
because also your trust, your faith that you have towards our Heavenly Father.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity. Queen Kanla, as you can read here, thank you so much for your outstanding presentation on
Amen.
culture, diversity, bias. Do you guys know that there is a bias in this artificial intelligence when it comes to human being? Oh no,
Already.
blacks.
Already. Already.
Thank
Yes.
God in Jesus' name. Sometimes I really get mad, but why should it be biased on us blacks? But one
Uh-huh.
day I need to do my research on that. Anyway, Queen Carla, thank you so much. Artificial intelligence, as you all know, is here to stay. There is
It is.
nothing that you and I can do. There are a lot of companies nowadays that are utilizing this. As you talk about Gemini, we do
Mm-hmm.
have Claude. We have a lot of Claude. Most of the time, you just need to ask a question. Or most of the time, I'll tell Claude, I say, could you please correct my grammar for me? Sometimes Claude will
Mm-hmm.
say, I did well, but
Yeah.
sometimes now Claude will correct my grammar for me, and then I'm able to now send that information. So when Claude or Chat GPT or Gemini correct your English, sometimes they'll think that you really know your stuff.
So, Dr. B, you
Yes,
said something that why is AI biased, culturally biased? I think we've all said it here. If you are not in the game, you don't have, you don't influence the game. I think that's the right thing to say, right? And
Yes.
I think we've said something is that if a child is not in the kitchen, you don't know when the pot is ready. So if you're not in the game, you will not be
Yeah.
you will not be
Yeah.
able to
Yeah.
influence the
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
The spectators outside watching the game cannot influence the game. They can only cheer up. If we
Absolutely.
continue sitting and cheering, and all our sisters and brothers that is the tech field sitting there and cheering instead of saying, okay, I have to put my stake in the game, it will
Yeah.
always have that gap. And I think that's what Aisha came to do. The people
Yes.
that they're trying to do that, but we need more people.
Yes. Absolutely.
The more regional diversified people come into the
Mm-hmm.
game,
Mm-hmm.
the more we'll get it close to being representative of the global world.
Yes.
That's what I would think anyway. But maybe
Yes.
you have a better
Yes.
idea why is biased towards a
Yes.
particular race and ethnicity. All right, over to you, Queen B.
no, thank you so much. Anyway, at this moment, as you guys have noticed, the presentation from our queen, she knows what she's talking about, especially when it comes to bias. When I
Yes.
saw the topic, even though I did not really read the topic from the beginning, I just say,
Mm-hmm.
okay, she always talk about bias. But please, if you have any question, could you please raise your hands electronically, or you can write your question or any point that you have on the chat, and I will be happy to read it for you all. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Okay. Nothing there. Nothing yet. Nothing yet.
All right. Nothing at the moment. So at this moment, we can just hand it back to our moderator for today. And
Thank you, Queen Benny. So now that there's no question, I will ask Queen Yvonne to come and give us a take home one line that will reflect all week because that topic was correctly profound. And Queen Kanla, give us your take home so we can take from the week and then we can close for the day. Thank you, Queen Yvonne, then Queen Kanla.
All right. So it's one line you want? I don't know. Okay.
Is that what they call elevator speech?
The elevated speech.
I don't
Okay,
know
I
what
just
this
want
grammar is. And maybe I have to give it chat GPT.
I just want to remind us again at how easy it is to get locked into the trap of looking at our own rigid plans of our employers or benefactors or spouses as our ultimate material sources and safety net, but they're not really. When we shift our gaze back to God as our true provider, two beautiful things happen. We protect our hearts from the pain of misplaced trust, and we free the people around us from the impossible burden of trying to play God in our lives. So let us walk boldly and confidently in the verse from Proverbs 16 again, Proverbs 16:9, that says that humans make their plans, but God is the one who orders our steps. And that's it.
All right, Queen Kanla.
Yes. All right. My turn. I will say this, we all need to participate and
Mm-hmm.
take this as important as we take every other aspect of our lives, because building fair and inclusive AI should not be left only
To a few,
to a
right?
few. Yeah, it
Exactly.
should not be left only to a few, and it should not be considered only as a technical challenge.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We should
Exactly.
all take it as a social responsibility,
Yes, ma'am.
because when we recognize our cultural differences,
Mm-hmm.
we therefore reduce the biases. And then designing, by so doing, when we design AI that will work for everybody, then it will help everybody.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So we can be able to create technology that is more ethical, is as accurate as we can possibly be as humans,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and also is going to be beneficial for the entire society as
Yes.
a whole, and not
Amen.
only to a certain structure or a certain group of people or a certain belief system.
Yes.
It should be
Absolutely.
beneficial to everybody as a whole, the entire society. So thank
Mm-hmm.
you.
Thank you, Queen Kanla. That's well said. Because I actually thought that was going to be where we were headed, but it seems as if we've hit a kind of a bottleneck where now we at a crucial crossroads and we have to decide if we're going to get that outcome that you're talking about there, where it's everybody is involved and the
Yes,
world is moving forward, right?
correct. Correct. That is the next step. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you, ladies.
Welcome.
Thank you, thank you. I see Queen Nadu just put a comment. Is this a better app? Thanks. All right. Thank you, Queen Nadu. Thank you all for coming. As we said,
Thank you.
we have
Thank
sister platforms that continue to feed our minds. If you don't
you.
use it, you lose it. Our mind
Mm-hmm.
is one of them that if we don't use it, we lose it. So please join Queen Miriam and better have Dr. Derek, our dream team couple. Okay, dream team should be happy. We produce a couple, so we're very
Yes.
relationship. Join them on Mondays, please. Mindset Monday,
Yeah.
and I think I always said that Queen Miriam wrote a book, and
Mm-hmm.
Queen Kanla, I've said it so many times. Please, they have their books in Amazon. Let's support our own. Queen Miriam's book is saving, right? Because
Yes.
a lot of the time I always say that until I was a caregiver, I did not know how important that role is, to be honest. And we tend not to
Mm-hmm.
really think about them. So
Yeah.
read those books. And I think the duo or the couple might be writing another book soon. I hope I've not let the back They come out of the back. Watch out for their next book written by both of them. It's coming
Mm.
soon. So watch out for that.
Mm.
Dr. Miriam and Dr. Mrs. Derek Clark. Their first book is coming out soon. Watch out for that. I
Okay.
had something in the grapevine. If I'm leaving the cat out of the bag, hey, I think I am among family. And then
Okay.
don't forget to join Deep Dive Globally Changing Life on Monday. I know, sorry. Mine said Monday, 7
Mindset,
p.m.
mindset,
Eastern
mindset.
Daylight Time. Deep Dive Globally Changing Life on Tuesday and
Tuesday and
Thursday,
Thursday.
7 p.m. Globally Changing Life. I think Queen Yvonne will tell me when they come back. For now, I
Yeah,
don't
I
want
will.
to
I will
forget.
let you know. Yes. Yes.
Yes, once they come back, we'll know. And I have not seen anything for a while, but our sister across the globe, they come occasionally. So just keep an eye. If they come, will be on Thursday, 8 a.m. Daylight time.
Yes.
And then we're back here in Dream Team, 12:45 p.m. Eastern time, daylight time, until when the clock change. And please, if you don't see us and we say there's no meeting, we always try to come together uh, in the midst of the chaotic whatever we kind of chaotically plan. Okay, so there will be short planning after the meeting, and whatever topic or whatever decision come, we will make sure we communicate. But we will be here, and I'm looking forward to the next AI topic: AI finance, AI cybersecurity, because AI
Mm-hmm.
is here to stay. How does it affect us? Okay,
Yes.
so I'm looking forward to it. AI finance and AI cybersecurity. And we have our brother Joseph that will continue with the topic. I know the general name of the topic has pain and death there, and people were like, but I think he was trying to say that how can we prevent to the best of our ability using what the Almighty God has given us to be living with chronic pain or to have premature death. That was my understanding. I might be wrong. But anyway,
Right.
the topic, yeah, it can be like, ooh, so sad, but it is loaded with information if you
Mm-hmm.
look at it in the right lens. So I think, I don't know when he's coming, but you'll know when his new next time is coming. I don't know that Queen Eliza has completed her topic with a purpose living. We love that topic. We'll let you know. I think there's still one more
Not
left.
yet, the one more, but not this month.
Yes, August, yeah, and
Yes.
1 month left. So we're looking forward to that series. I'm telling you, if you're coming here and you're not changing something, I'm changing me very slow. I need to change faster. And
No,
sometimes
you
maybe I
don't.
just got, and I'm too hard on myself based on the topics. I don't know. But if you're not changing something there, I don't know what to do. But I always want to appreciate all the Dream Teams coordinators and all the Dream Team family. Without you guys, there will be no family meeting. For me, I look at this as family meeting. That family comes together, we educate ourselves. We say, how can we do better? How can we, keep have each other's back? So
Yes.
we have not seen our sister Irene for a while, and she's okay. Her hands are just full. Just put her in your prayers as she take care of mom that needs a lot of care these days. Okay,
Okay.
so don't put any rumors out there. If you don't see anybody on this platform, something is going on. Either that been, let's pray for her because now she's actually doing that caretaker role that we talk
Yes.
about sometime. It's not
Yes.
easy, but God
No.
is going to strengthen her to do that. So
Amen.
that is it. We love everybody. As Sister Yvonne will say, Sister Lerato give us a love.
Lerato, Sister
Sister
Lerato.
Benny tell us that we should be mindful that God made us to be here today because we take it for granted. And Sister Yvonne
Mm-hmm.
will say, just be purposeful, live your life purposefully with all what God has given us. And
Yes.
Dr. Derry will just say peace, love, and much, much love.
Much,
So
much
let's
love.
go in love. Let's, if you don't see somebody, please, and you know that person's number or something. Oh, Sister Eric, I am here today. Oh, yeah, Sister I.
Eh?
Welcome. Can you
Wow.
say something?
Yeah.
Eh, eh. Sister I, let's hear your voice. Oh,
That's nice.
Sister I, can you talk? Or you are not able to talk? Let me
She
know.
says she can't unmute.
Wait, let
Oh,
me
maybe
see.
then we need to make her co-host.
Yes, I
Yeah,
thought she was co-host. Let's see. Can you make her co-host, Queen Kanla?
Yes.
Mm,
All right.
yeah,
Yes, she
I
can
can't
go
make
ahead.
anybody co-host. Sister, I go ahead.
Oh my goodness. Hello, hello,
hello.
hello.
Oh my goodness, we misted you. How's
Yeah,
it going?
look, this meeting or this new platform, I don't know how to get into it. That's how
Yeah,
that's how long I have been missing.
yeah. We are all learning it. We're all learning
So
meetings.
I tried earlier, I couldn't. So I joined on YouTube. But
Uh-oh.
so I was on YouTube on my phone and I kept trying how to get on here on my computer. And finally I did, but I was as a guest.
All
So I
right.
couldn't
Sorry about that.
unmute.
Yeah, I was trying to look out.
Where look, that was a topical. This artificial intelligence, I've been trying not to pay attention to it. I need to get
Oh
into it.
no.
I need to get into it because
Since
I'll be the last person.
I was like that, but I've realized that you join them or you get lost. So like,
Yeah, no,
I'm trying
just
to join.
listening to you guys today, just listening to Queen Kanla today. I need to
Mm-hmm.
get into it, or else I will just be like Papa them now in the 80s who are struggling to even use
Mm-hmm.
their phones
Exactly.
because, like, I'm really in total denial on this AI thing.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I have been in total denial for a while.
I really
Uh,
miss you guys so much. I hope I'm back.
yeah,
I have
I
to
hope
we're
like
so
just waiting.
too.
adjust in a way that I can get Mama quiet and calm when I can join my meetings when I come back from church. So hopefully I will be back.
God
Okay.
willing, because you still
We
have a
look
series
forward.
that you have not completed. So anyway, thanks. We're really excited
Good
to
to
see you
see you.
today.
Yes, yes.
We're really,
Yeah.
really excited.
Yeah, I'm glad to see you guys
We
too.
misted you as Dr.
First lady,
Derek say.
that hair and that nene. Now wow.
Yeah, Queen Bennett, Queen Bennett is take the
Where
cake.
Queen B now
Anyway,
wow.
so let's close our brothers in YouTube, and we can quickly join for a quick planning. As we say in the dream team, we love all of you, love our family that are watching now in YouTube or that will watch us later. We are here to try our best to share just light knowledge. We're not expert. We're not giving any health advices, financial advices, none of that, but knowledge. The old book say, "My people die because of lack of knowledge." After my sister Irene was doing a series here, when I go to my doctors, and I will ask more questions than I would normally have done.
Yes,
Not to be
yes.
Mhm.
frightened, because sometimes people get information and frightened. Not to be frightened, but just to know my baseline
Yep.
and know what type of food affects me, how, and all that. So now I'm paying attention. One, because I know how things affect me. Two, so I'm not rushing to the hospital anytime. I don't want to be that patient that they'll put a red flag that if you see this patient again, hey, don't attend to them. As far as you
Mhm.
want to be the patient that you're afraid to be that patient and go when
Yeah.
it's late, right? So
Mm-hmm.
this knowledge is for us to take it, absorb it, see this, know your body, know how everything is working, apply this knowledge in the right way, even in your finances, even in how you sleep, even in
Yes.
how you go out to exercise. All of those things is
All
what
those
we're
things.
doing here. So thank you all for coming every Sunday. As we said in the Dream Team, we love you all and see you next week. Dream Team's
See you next
coordinator
time.
will have a quick planning meeting. Thank you
Okay.
all. Bye bye.
Bye, everyone.